G'day guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel where we break down the charts every single day. So if you like money and you like crypto, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's get into the video. Now I've just got the Bitcoin chart here. Now I want to point out a few key things. Now you can actually see this white trend line that I've actually drawn here. We're actually coming up to a very key level. So ever since August of 2022, we've actually been finding resistance at this key trend line, and we've just come up and hit it again. Now, this is a massive level that we do want to get above if we do want to see higher prices. But as you can see, we are seeing a bit of a reaction from this level. But one thing I find interesting on the charts, if we actually zoom in a little bit and we go to some lower time frames, guys, what we can actually see, if we zoom in on this price action, so we can actually see a very clear level of support, of ascending support. So I'll draw that here. Now, right now, we are currently below this key level. And yeah, I'd probably draw it about there. So if we can actually break below this key level here, it is more likely than not that we are actually going to get a move to the downside, because this has been our key level of ascending support that price has been bouncing off of. And now we're starting to look like we could start to lose this level. And if we cannot get it back above that line, we are more likely than not going to see quite a sharp move down, especially since there's not a lot of volume in this area here, which is why we actually got that really sharp parabolic move to the upside. Now, what we can actually do, guys, is we can actually extend this trend line a little bit. Now, you can actually see that right now we've essentially been trading within this range, and when we get to the apex of that triangle, we're either going to see a massive breakout to the upside, or we're going to see a breakout to the downside. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if we do break out and we actually see like a retest of that level before dropping below. But there's also the potential for a fake out where we could drop below briefly, wick down, but then come back into this range to stop out all of the like stop losses down here, and then we could get a push to the upside. But which way am I leaning towards at the moment? Which way do I think we're going to break? Well, for that, let's have a look at some of our indicators. Now, let me go to a bit of a higher term time frame. Now, which time frame was it? All right, so on our 4-hourly time frame, we can actually see some very key things here. So as price is actually going up, our money flow is actually going out, and we've actually just crossed into the red, and our momentum waves are actually making lower highs. So we've actually been printing some bearish divergences here, which is a very strong signal to indicate a loss of momentum in the market. So this is why I'm leaning for us to more likely break out of this area and break to the downside. As well, if we look at some of our indicators, especially on our higher time frame, so let's switch over to the daily. So we can actually see on indicators like our RSI, we are still massively oversold. We're sitting at around that 77 level, so there's a lot of room for this thing to come to the downside, which would drag price down as well. Now, what happened the last time we were actually this oversold? Well, back here in June, we can actually see that actually marked the local top. And before that, when we were above 70, back in April, that also marked a top. And when our RSIs came down, price also came down as well. So it wouldn't surprise me if we do actually see something similar again. And as well, guys, traditionally, for this to be a true breakout, it normally has to come down and retest support and to retest the area that it did break out from, which would actually be our blue box here. So I am going to be targeting the Bitcoin price to come down to retest that box before breaking out and making another leg to the upside. Now, as well, something else that gives us some indication into the market is if we actually look at the total market cap of the crypto market, we can actually see that we're hitting a very key level of resistance. So I might change it to the 2-day to make it a bit easier for you guys. So you can actually see that this purple box here is the key level that we want to get above if we really wanted to see some more upside in the overall crypto market. Now, every time we've pretty much got up to this blue box here, we've almost always seen a rejection, as you can see in these levels, guys. And we're now back up at that level, and we did briefly wick above it, but unfortunately we've actually come back down with a really big candle, and it is looking like we are going to come back down. And this is giving us some indication that we probably are quite overbought at the moment. So I wouldn't be looking at getting into any longs. I would be looking to get into only short trades at the moment. And that level I will be targeting, guys, it will be that $31,500 level. So if we do break down and we do get a move here in this zone as well, I'll be looking to enter back into a long position and to ride that back up to the upside. Now, that's pretty much all I've got for today, guys. If you like that video, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, I do one-on-one coaching, so if you're interested in learning how to trade markets with leverage, all my details will be in the description below. And guys, if you do make any money off of my video, I do this for free. So I'm going to drop my Ethereum address in the description if you do want to help support the channel. But besides that, I'll see you guys next time.